Hello everyone, this is the Wealth Accumulation Channel. Washington, the founding president of the United States, said, "In my life, there are only 3 people who can make me admire. The first is Franklin. The second is also Franklin. The third place is Franklin. He went from a printer to the richest man in the United States. In print law. Extraordinary achievements in public affairs and other fields. Even the face is printed on the $100 bill. And the only non-president who can think. The honored person. What kind of personality charm does Franklin have? Able to make people follow." Here are 6 quotes from Franklin's autobiography. Hope his pragmatic philosophy of life can give you some inspiration. Abundant kitchens create weak wills. Few people noticed. Franklin actually pioneered minimalism. All his life he regarded thrift and restraint as the highest virtue. He was born into a large family with many children. Dropped out of school at 12. Learning crafts from my brother who runs a printing workshop. He loved reading since he was a child. In order to save a little money to buy books to read. Became a vegetarian. Later, he started his own business and set up a printing factory. The cheapest furniture in the house. The family all dressed plainly and ate simple. If Franklin had to be like this before he made his fortune. This thrift. After making a fortune, he still maintained a simple life. Even set 13 commandments for myself. Daily self-reflection, whether you are eating in moderation. Control emotions, control desires. Minimalist lifestyle. Got Franklin out of debt. Get a healthy body. The most important is gain inner independence, wealth and freedom. I like a word. Life is not a material feast. It's a spiritual exercise. Maintain a person's life and health. Required income. In fact, very little. Positive minimalism is far from matter, far from freedom, and very close. How much material burden can you lose? Correspondingly, how many storms of the spirit can be increased? Earn the first £100 and make another 100 and it will be smooth. Franklin started as an apprentice. Gradually accumulate printing experience in nearly 10 years. Started his own printing shop with a good reputation. Due to beautiful printing excellent. The printing house is doing well. He then started a newspaper. And because the newspaper is rich and interesting. Benefit subscribers. Become the largest local newspaper. Accumulated the first pot of gold for him. After the business is on track. Franklin is using the partnership system to start the printing. Swipe the branches and continue to have a smooth journey. In the subconscious. Always repeat learned patterns of experience. Successful people are always repeating successful experiences. People who fail always repeat the inertia of failure. Can you focus your time and energy on one thing? Do things with a long-term mentality. Always the key to a person's success. When a person can wear the spirit of water drop through stone. Earn your first £100. Will have confidence. There is a way to earn a second and a third. Earn the first pot of gold with hard work. Use wisdom to copy your own success. This is where Franklin and Munger are not stingy. Sharing the road to wealth. Which book I have never seen. Frequency of use of the word use. As tall as Franklin's autobiography. Franklin is a pragmatist through and through. He learns what is useful. He learns printing technology to survive. Learning logic writing to run a newspaper. Learn to be a humorous person. Better to do business. He is always keenly aware. Learn what to do to bring real benefits. Just go straight to action. The opposite of practicality is vanity. Between 10. Franklin decisively chose the former. Xinguofan once said that he enjoys a great name because of his position and power. Since ancient times, there have been a few people who were able to deal with their fate. Xu managed to push the word power a little bit. Subtract a few percent, and the evening festival will gradually shorten. Things in this world are often divided into two sides. If it's for superficial fame, most of the time or not, or a rare death. If you want to do things in a down-to-earth manner, it will be done. All parties are satisfied. The so-called name will follow naturally. Laziness tax us twice. Proud to tax us 3 times. Stupid tax us 4 times. Son of a businessman. Franklin will always remember what his father taught him. Do you see the hard-working people? He will stand before a king, not before servants. Anne in Franklin's famous Road to Riches. Poor Charlie's catchphrase. It must also be based on the theme of hard work. Wear the rudder like rust and the usual keys old-fashioned shine. The sleeping fox can't catch the chicken. Man will sleep enough in the grave. Whoever lives on hope dies on an empty stomach. No work, no gain. These catchy proverbs. Every sentence is poor boy Franklin. Lessons from working hard to get rich. 300 years later. When we are always between internal friction and procrastination. When swinging. Maybe it's time to learn his wisdom about hard work. It's never the things that make us anxious, but gradually internal friction in fantasy. It's never the result itself that scares us. Unrealistic perfectionism. Abandon fantasy and stand on reality. Start with a 5% change. Is the smartest way. Whoever is kind to you for the first time will be kind to you a second time. When Franklin was in public affairs, a senator once delivered a tirade against him. Fran Krem didn't mince words to please him. Instead, I wrote a note to the other party. Express. Want to borrow a rare, authentic copy from his collection. The MP immediately sent someone to deliver the book to him. He returned it a week later and expressed his gratitude. When we meet next time. The other party started to chat with Franklin. The two became inseparable friends. Members later also gave support Franklin. If reading can increase one's knowledge, travel can increase one's knowledge, then deal with all kinds of people. Can practice means and wisdom. Perhaps in inherent cognition. When we feel difficult, people who I have helped will actively give back. In turn help us. But the truth is, those who were able to reach out to us the first time. People with hands are more likely to help us a second time. To those who help us again and again out of kindness, we should pay back with gratitude again and again. And those who only know how to ask, maybe just a passerby in our life. Kindness is an instinct. And choice is a kind of wisdom. Advance your career. Don't let your career drive you. As an all-rounder, Franklin not only made himself rich through hard work. We have also done a lot of public affairs that benefit people's livelihood. He improved the furnace and reduced the cost of burning by the 2nd of March. Save a lot of fuel. He set up a reading club to build a library. Let ordinary people have more opportunities to read. He was happy to practice when lectures on electricity spread to America. He is very interested in buying equipment to participate in research. These? All when Franklin was an ordinary person. Spontaneous things to do. These also paved the way for his later political career. Inadvertently laid the groundwork. Let him get high votes in several elections. If you only pay attention to your own 1-acre 3-point land. Franklin can only be a successful businessman. But it is his attitude of being proactive and giving. Give him the chance to be a great scientist, writer, politician, and even American founding father. Actually, sometimes it's not that we don't have the ability to do things, but didn't realize. Even if I am an ordinary person, you can also do more good deeds. Don't be out of place. Do nothing to influence these voices. Make a little sacrifice now. Will be richly rewarded in the future. A lot of things happen for a reason and it's fair. Maybe just out of sight. Franklin's epitaph. Only 7 characters, printer. Franklin. He has won so many titles. In the end, I felt that I was just a small seal. Brushing is the starting point of his life. He started from a very low. Made an extraordinary achievement. In the end, all the glory is floating clouds. Such a life attitude. Perhaps it is the most worthy of our deep thinking and benefit. This is Wealth Accumulation Channel. See you next time.